so hard to figure out where the fuck my mic is supposed to go, because, like, my desk is a very messy place all the time. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. I am here. Hello. Ignore his attorney. Let's go see if the, Scott is ready. Hopefully he is. It'd be great if he is. I need to use my, like, emote, like, things. Like, yay, fun. I look more like, hey, hi. Something not angry face. This one's more fun. Yay. Although I think my mouth is just gigantic. You're so sad. Sad little baby. That's so cute. Wow. Shock face. It's silly. Okay. Anyway. Let me grab Scott. Grab the Scott. Move this shit over here. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay, that looks like it's fine. The microphone's been weird lately, so let's go. Hello. Hey. I can hear you. I think I know what's wrong with my computer. With the whole microphone / headset shit not working. That's cause I'm forgetful. And also, like, I don't like updating shit. Cause the only time I remember to update it is when I'm using it. Like, so my computer needs to be updated to the new Windows whatever shit. But I don't like doing that. Yeah, so I need to update it. I should probably do that tonight before I go to bed, but I'm gonna see if I remember. Alright, anyway, aside to that, we actually I'll bring up this game for you. Ta-da! There we go. I'm very professional. Yeah. Okay. Also, I'm still recovering from a cold, so if I suddenly am, like, not talking for a minute, it's probably because I'm coughing my lungs out a little bit. Still got some delicious mucus hanging out in my lungs, so that's fun. But yeah. You ready, Scott? Were you? That's a little weird, but okay. Okay. Can you actually make your microphone a little louder? Talk again? That's okay. One second. I think what is going on with this? Because I'm
Something?
not you. I'm gonna probably do this. What is this? What is this? That's not what I want. I wonder, hold on, wait. Can I? I don't think it's picking up your microphone on my recording stuff. So that's fun. I'm trying to see. No, totally not. Okay, let me see here. So I got this part to work. Make another like audio thing? Yeah, that doesn't work. Wait, say something?
Testing.
Oh my gosh. I hate this thing. What's happening now? Oh, I'm done. I was looking at the wrong thing. That might help. I was looking at the correct thing. Say something?
Hello?
Okay, that. Okay. What does this mean? Okay. What does this mean? Oh. I don't know what I just did there. That was weird. Oh. No. I am doing something very wrong. What does this mean? No. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is it like this?
Good question.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay, say something.
Testing.
Why is it not working right? Wait, what does it say? This one?
Hello?
Okay. Interesting. Okay, hold on. I think I maybe got it. Say something.
Something.
One more time.
Hello?
Okay. I think I got it to work. Right.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay, whatever. That's fine. I'll just It won't let me do recording for some reason, but I'll just have to download the stream afterwards. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Got it to work, kinda, I think. I definitely need to update my computer after this. Okay. Anyway, last time at Ace Attorney, we got to play as Edward and defend Iris, the girl who looks like Phoenix's ex-girlfriend who tried to frame him for murder, and also
Suspiciously like her.
yeah, and also was involved in the whole thing with Maya Fey, who was Phoenix Wright's mentor, where her and her sister framed this one guy for kidnapping and stealing a diamond thing, but finds out, also murder, but finds out she's not dead. She wasn't dead. And she got away with it because the guy didn't testify. He ended up killing himself.
Apparently he was so in love with her, he basically did the same thing that Phoenix ends up trying to do.
Yeah, Phoenix tried to do that. So that's fun. I don't know if Phoenix did the exact same thing. I think he was like saying that he trusted her so much that he was gonna drink what was in the vial.
He's so lucky though.
Yeah, he's really lucky.
Could be so dead.
Yeah. I mean, he currently has a very bad cold from, trying to cross a flaming bridge and falling into a very likely to kill you river. Got a terrible cold, like I did over the weekend.
And Maya and Pearl are still missing for some reason, and for whatever reason, nobody seems troubled by that fact.
Yeah, Maya and Pearl are missing, and so is Mr. Godot. We haven't seen him. We don't know where he is.
Check the local coffee shops.
Yeah, that's probably a good place to start looking. But lots will be revealed. We'll see. Hopefully we can get through the rest of it tonight. That'd be great. I don't know how much is actually left of the game. Hold on, let me see something. We might actually, maybe, get through the rest of this. Hopefully, that'd be cool. So yeah, let's get started. February 9th, 3:43 a.m. Hoti Clinic Intensive Care Unit. Oh, back at Hoti Clinic. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Maya Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. So this is back to him reading the thing. But it's not, whatever. We already went through the whole backstory thing with Maya. Anyway, after falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. Ugh, I can barely talk. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. That's really quick. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. Oh yeah. Because, we had a good old Larry Butts as a witness. And he said he saw good old Iris flying across the burning bridge with his beautiful drawing. So, that's fun. that he will be able to help me with him somehow. Edward's gonna help, hopefully. Back at Dusky Bridge. February 9th, 2:43 p.m. Dusky Bridge. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Maybe hurry in order to speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. That's still pretty high. Cough. The Phoenix Wright sounds like me. This is me currently. Just cough. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edward. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shichitsuto did not deliver the deadly blow, which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Her sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll leave my coat. Don't eat your coat, that sounds... Oh.
I don't know, get out some hot sauce, man, you're gonna need it.
It just...
Probably pretty bland.
Because I imagine that, she doesn't clean his coat. So I'm just like...
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh god, that sounds really gross. Okay. Thanks again, Edward. I'll handle things from here. That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into, and that is our client's background, naturally. You meet Iris, sir? I have the feeling that we've met before. Right, because with, the, case with my FA, Edgeworth was the prosecutor. Or no, with Delilah Hawthorne was the person. Yeah. So he's like, I think I've seen this person before. But he didn't really realize that. Yesterday he didn't know who she was, or who she might be. All I want is confirmation. One way or the other. And since I probably will be getting that from you. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. Goodbye, Edgeworth. Yes, I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm working something up so we can get across to the other side. Ack, that's right. Maya's still stuck over at the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. Cough. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Alright, Gumshoe, get to work. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Alright. Let's go down to Heavenly Hall. See if we can find our good old friend. Oh, looks like no one's here. Larry! Not here. Lawrence! I'm sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Okay, so I guess he's not here right now. Go back this way, I guess. We'll go back to the main gate. Hazakura Temple, main gate. Come on, please, it's for... Oh. Come on, please, it's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. I'll make you famous. Enough. A fool's fool. Fools who foolishly accept the foolishness of a fool's fool. Would you agree, Felix Wright? Huh? Me? Wait a second. I know your reflexes and mine need a shake. it's frying like a sunny side up, and you want to grill me over a name? Yeah, he didn't know that she was, acting as prosecutor. So that's fun.
Yeah, and he also has a huge fever.
Yeah,
He's like
still...
being thrown. He was thrown into an icy lake, and now he's being thrown into the middle of his case. He doesn't really know exactly what's going on. He doesn't have his footing yet, and she's whipping him over it.
Yeah. And plus, it's wondering why she's even here. Because, yeah, like, why is she here? I don't know. Anyway.
Do we find out where Godot is, by the way?
What?
Do we find out where Godot is, by the way?
Yes, we do. We will. We will. He'll show back up. Fancy, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Arthur, don't. A dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. And I'm on the brink of I'm not on the brink of anything. Oh. Kicking a dead horse? Whipping a dead horse? Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs a model for my new picture book. Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. When you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. Ooh.
LMAO.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh. Just like that dude with the red underwear. Superman? I don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Sigh. Off he goes. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright. Hi, Francesca. How are you? Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record. Naturally. Oh, sure. It sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I am Francesca von Karma, the prodigy. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Francesca was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was a legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma, which we sent to jail. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he's gone from this world. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me, this I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. Alright. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth, come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. Thanks. Probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Ow! No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing only. To pulverize you. Not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X, you know? Oh yeah, that for yeah. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. Read the whole thing? Yes. Every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it a very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thought in my mind get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Governor said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. But yeah, she's got to be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the inner temple that night. Alright. I don't know if we need to show her anything. Let's see what happens. Oh, she's just gonna hit us. Okay. I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Something small, I see things right. Perhaps not at all. That's why you'll never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. It's time for us to settle this once for all with one final showdown. Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. Yeah, probably. Okay. Let's just go. Okay, we're in the temple, main hall. That was what, that's what's outside. How did I do her voice again? Sister Bikini? My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die. And then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it, yeah, Elise is referring to the victim of the case. This person. Elise, I don't remember.
Donim or something like that.
Yeah, whatever.
It depends on whether you pronounce the X or not.
Yeah, whatever. There's an cult stuck at the inner temple. And that poor little girl's got missing too. That little girl. You don't mean Pearls, do you? I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls? She's missing? Tell me about this. Because you were sick. I don't think they needed you to be worrying more about this. Like you already were. Okay, Iris. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least it was until this morning. I don't see any Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me. I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. Felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, and all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. That's a good line.
It is a good line.
If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. Oh boy. Okay, there's something. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the inner temple. Is that correct? That's right. I'm sure it was Iris. Iris claimed she was in her room and has a current temple. I know I shouldn't have come back here that night. But because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the inner temple. I'm so sorry. The rafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? You tell us this now? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. Maybe you should put a warning in your advertisement about that.
No, then people won't come.
Yeah, good thing.
Well, I don't know. You need business, right?
Yeah, but not to die in the training hall where May is at.
Hey, it's okay because we have the Korean channeling technique and stuff. We can just have Maya channel them afterwards. If Phoenix dies, he can just channel him and have him beat the case. It's okay.
Yeah, sure. The only problem is, the only other person that could do that is Pearls. And she's missing.
They're both missing, and like I said, nobody seems to care for some strange reason. Phoenix isn't like, where are they? Oh my god, they're missing. We
he
need to
knows
find
that
them.
Maya is on the other side of the bridge. Pearls, we don't know where she is at all. So that's fun. We've got to get Maya out of there, fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded by all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way of escape either. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. Okay, Elise. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering with some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Danem? Danem? Donem, okay. I don't know her waist size or her bust size for that matter. Oh, that's not what we're asking. No. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Donem as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yes, no. Why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. Acolyte? Right?
Yeah,
acolyte. Yeah. Well, we address all our visitors as mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Phoenix, shut up. You never ask a lady her age. Oh. This is why you never ask a lady her age. This is why you don't ask a lady her age. Seems Miss Elise Donem was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Donem on the evening of the murder. Now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. Alright. Oh, it's not about Pearl. Well, why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh, man. My head's throbbing so bad it's killing me. This is why nobody told you while you were in the hospital. Pearls, she was with Miss Donem on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I haven't able to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner. Murder? It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? That'd be fun. According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there, on the other side of the bridge. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repair soon. Alright, so she has some info that she's not telling us. I don't think we have anything what we can use. Really. We have like... yeah, her picture there. courtyard. Courtyard, see. February 9th, Hazakura Temple courtyard. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Okay, well, let's look around. Okay, sorry, here. They got quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they're tools for getting around. But the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. I don't know, maybe it would be more for transport, because since she has a bad back, it'd probably be hard for her to use skis, I don't know. That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It's kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Donim was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Donim was pushed from the top of the wall? Maybe. Oh my god. Shito. It's there in Mystic Amy's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around the courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. Miss Donum's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? Okay. Anything else? I swear this looks like a bear trap in the snow.
It's like a manhole is what it looks like. Or like a cover.
It's like a tiny manhole. It looks like a bear trap to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like one without maybe spikes or anything. It just meant to grab onto an animal's leg or whatever. I don't know. Where's
the bird tweeting coming from?
I don't know. It's just background noise, I guess. Oh. Hey! Oh. Hey? Who said hey? Wait, was it Gumshoe? Hey! What was that drawing? Inconsiderably loud yell. So this is where you've been. Keep it nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished repairing the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well, then I'll come along with you, Ed. Sorry, ma'am. No one authorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what... It's been a while, Scruffy. Oh, no.
Pay deduction.
Whip. Tracking device. Ah, boy. It's Miss... Oh, my God. Oh, and he's out. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you definitely seem to have everything under control. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix, right? Ow! That hurts, you know. Silence. I, Francesca Monkarma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Fine. I guess instead of Maya, we have Von Karma following us around. That's fine. at the inner temple gate. Alright, we're back. We're over here. We're gonna get Maya. Everything's gonna be fine. Totally. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. He must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick! That voice. It's Pearl!
It's alive! That's good.
Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! So you were here? Ever since that night? I was so lonely. I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and saw the dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. I am Francisco von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year.
Somebody's got a long memory.
Girl, she doesn't remember you, so you can start fresh of a good first impression, but too late now. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Ooh.
Oh! What's that meme? What's that meme? Oh! With the crowd of people. Oh. Wow, way to stick it to her.
Ugh. That burn was so good it made me start coughing out my lungs. Alright. Mystic Man didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yeah, what? I didn't say anything. You didn't have to. A smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls? Were you with Maya? I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? I'm Mystic Maya. Hey, wait, Pearls. She just ran off. Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry, that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. Guess I'd better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Alright. Phoenix Wright. What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? Port? Yes, that metal hook. Is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright, but I didn't say anything. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, would you say, Phoenix Wright? Sure. I miss Maya. I miss Maya. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up all along this path. Phoenix Wright, you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Francesca, you clearly don't know anything about this, like, whole culture stuff. Just... okay. Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. Oh, was she saying that this is how many kids that Miss Bikini might have? That's funny. Yeah, she'd be not very happy about that. There's a weird smell coming from the incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Francesca von Karma. I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent. Oh my god.
Impertinent, which means it is mandatory or necessary.
Yeah. To call people by their full name. I was only copying you. Alright, and slide to the right. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Even Von Karma's like, are you kidding me? Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say, whatever? Hold on, wait. I gotta read that as her. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say, whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? Riley Edgeworth. The sign says Inner Temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Evading comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright. She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. Okay. This must be the door that leads to the Inner Temple, where Mia Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Ow! You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I could take. We're out of shape because we were in the hospital and we're still sick. We're in no shape to be moving anywhere. But here we are. Oh boy, that looks fine. That's good. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Yeah, she was supposed to be in here training. Yet, it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. It does not pass the vibe check.
No, it doesn't.
The store. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those change. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cabin. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a cyclock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern.
Now she's starting to dark secrets in a dark cavern. He's starting to sound like Von Karma.
Alright. What do you think this yellow poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually a woman. I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? The scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes. There is a very appetizing smell in there. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute. I see. No, it does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Missy Faye's image is obscured by gravy. Delicious. What's took you so long? Oh, it's Godot! He's back! I thought even you would manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Trey. Prosecutor Godot! I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor. How come you didn't show up at the trial today? I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have a measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trey? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence, Faye. Well, I guess I knew you were then. You can go now, princess. Time for the big boys to take the reins. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Billy, know your role. Shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you.
Alright, Godot's my favorite character now. Actually, everybody's putting Von Karma in her place today. Pearls, Godot, everybody.
I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Whippingberg. Go home. Whippingberg.
Alright. We should change his name. He's no longer Godot, he's Goat Dome, greatest of all time.
She ends up paying us. Phoenix, right? What are you hitting me for?
You're the nearest target.
You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trey. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow?
Is this vindictive? Who knows?
Who knows? You had some important business and that's why you weren't in the court, huh? So what was it? I told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trey, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course. Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The miraculous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs? Well, let's just say modern medicine allows us to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So you think that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement. My unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. Yes, it's a actual medical device. I say it's pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn out piece of junk of the body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is it possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trey, you should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. It'll all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trey? Earlier, you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The new temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wondered, Trey, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching for any trace an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you, this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on the set of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. Chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where's that? Sacred Cavern. Entrance of which we are standing at right now. So she's behind there.
How did she get there?
I think that's where she was training at. It's the only place the fish party has yet to explore. They haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she weren't there, chances of her being found alive are the best. No! Which means, right, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with a search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, try. Once again, a woman dies because of you. Oh!
Holy crap.
Oh. Jeez. That is harsh. Oh, God.
There's a lot of one-liners coming out today.
This is not even just a, like,
It's
this isn't
brutal.
just even, like, a one-liner, or even just, like, a burn. This is, like, deep.
Punches?
This is like a stab in the heart.
Oh, it's a good thing Phoenix doesn't seem to have a memory for Jack's squad anymore. He doesn't know who Godot is or what happened or anything. He just doesn't, conveniently doesn't know anything. I'm sure we'll find out though.
But I think he's referring to Maya Fey. Maya's sister. Because I think there was like some kind of party or something that night when she was murdered, that I think we were supposed to be there earlier and we were late.
Ooh, okay.
So if we had possibly got there earlier, we may have prevented her from being murdered. So yeah, I think he's referring to that. Once again, what are you talking about? But I don't think Phoenix knows that he knows. Yes, whatever. Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all. And the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? Do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. Yep, Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Maya Fey. Maya? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. Ooh. It was 2 years ago. Maya Fey was pursuing someone, man. She bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murder was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time. You, no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her.
That's why he's mad with her. Mad with him.
Well, it's probably one thing. Yeah, definitely. You say Maya Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trey. You robbed her of her life. Now, you let her sister suffer the same fate. Ooh! I haven't sentenced Maya to death. Oh, something, I don't know what I'm saying. Just lock. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundation of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cabin would be a thing of the past. Very well, then So I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key. Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on this lock trick. Trick lock. Okay. So there's no keyhole. There's no keyhole? That's right. Interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. AFA was training here. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times. Now that I think about it, she said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So, Iris, the accused, is the only one who could open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot, how sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Trey. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Ooh. Very ominous. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, Wright? I didn't choose friends. Like...
Yeah, that's like you calling us, your friend or something. Yeah, I don't think so.
That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Alright, let's look around. So we already looked at this. Let's look at it again. The scroll shows the picture of Misty Faye, master of the Korean channeling technique. But why would anyone cover it in gravy? I can't make out what's drawn on this scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans, you're so-called artists. Artists? Yeah. Okay. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity, it's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything, except stand up to a 9-year-old girl.
Oh!
Hello! Hey, it's another Scott. We got Scott.
Hey.
Malkinson 13 has followed. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. We're solving a Mordor. And also, our friend is trapped inside an icebox, basically. Hooray! With a lock that does not have a keyhole. So that's fun. Alright. Look at those wafer-thin mattresses. I'm sorry, Phoenix Wright. Wafer-thin? Yeah, thin like wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer-thick or something back in Germany. Not about these mattresses. Certainly not. Okay, I don't really understand that conversation. Alright, so there's nothing else here. Back out here, I guess. Oh. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Yeah, I did just buy... Yeah, unfortunately this will be like... I do have... Because this is the last trial of the trilogy. I did get the Ace Attorney Chronicles, actually, just a minute ago, because Capcom is having a sale on Steam, so yay!
Goodbye, money.
Yay, buy money! It's not like I already bought 3 other games earlier when Spike Chunsoft had a sale.
Curse you, Gaben. You know how to get rid of my money.
Curse you, Steam! Curse you for stealing all my money.
With 75% off sales on games that I
Yes.
want.
Of all
That'll
the
go into my backlog of
games.
30 other games.
Yes. Oh gosh. So I do have that. But hopefully, maybe after this, the game, we're gonna play Danganronpa V3. Or we might start the Ace Attorney Chronicles, or we may start, the Nonary games. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Because me and Scott are, mostly Scott, because he has seen it, are watching the Danganronpa anime in between the, like, timeline. It's after the second game. It's a weird timeline. Anyway. Sounds like someone's talking to herself, but where's that coming from? Oh, Gumshoe? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off too. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ugh, my brain. It's driving me nuts. Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was simple as merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder. With my whip. Yeah, friendly. So friendly. That's the word I would describe Von Karma. Friendly.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Super friendly. Pretty much a people person. So, what's up, Gumshoe? Something on your mind? How did you know, Val? It's kind of obvious. Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You gotta go through the little gate here. There, okay? The garden? Yeah, you mean the one that says no entry on it? Yeah. I'd already snuck in there. You trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Kind of, garden-like garden? Garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you. Math keep out. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. Okay, bye. So, shall we adjourn to this garden? Yeah, we're going straight into the garden, yeah. Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Alright, no, not examine, just go, move, go into the garden, go to the garden. That looks suspicious. February 9th, Inner Temple Garden. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in. Yeah, you did. But we went in anyway. Don't you know, Scruffy? Von Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. Curse Capcom for not making their second AA trilogy available. We probably won't get away to properly access it for years. Yeah. They really need to, like, bring all the other games to, like, Steam or whatever. Isn't there, like, another, like, there's two of, like, the Edgeworth, like, investigations games, but only one of those translated, I think. So we're still missing a second game, technically, with the translation. I don't know all the games, because I've only played, this trilogy. But I try to look up, like, what the order of the games are and stuff. I found out, apparently there's one of the, investigation games that is only in, only one of them has been translated. So, unless maybe I can get an emulator, which I'm not really good with that techie stuff. I'm really bad with that. I've been struggling with my freaking headset microphone stuff for this whole week, so trying to get a yeah, the second investigations game is only fan translated, yeah. Which is so weird. So weird they haven't translated it. Maybe they will, who knows. Anyway, yeah. And hope maybe I could try to get a nevertheless, I will wait patiently for the day you finally meet my husbando in the fifth game. Ooh, your husbando? I'm very interested to know who the husbando is. Is it? I've seen like some pictures from the other games. Is it the guy who has like black and white hair? Is it that guy? I have a feeling it's that guy.
Mm.
Yes, yeah. He seems very husbando material. I don't even really know anything about him. He just screams, it's not a phase, Mom. That's what it makes me think. Not a phase, the lifestyle. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But how's the investigation going, buddy? Says, how's the inner temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? What was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, this is as clean as a whistle. Great. So helpful. She's going to whip him. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Ooh, he's in for a world of hurt. Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern, the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know. Scientifically speaking, very scientific. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... it's kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, is it good to tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All you do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, but she's the only one who can open the door to the secret cabin. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I don't know what it is. What do you think? He said he was gonna look into our defendants, our clients. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down. Felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Alright, let's look around here. Broom! Very suspicious broom! There are a couple torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recently are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. He was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. What the heck is that? Oh, you spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Naya. Yeah, it's like upside down. God damn it, Maya. What did you do? Yeah, before you ask, it's written in blood. Of course it is. will answer all our questions now, Stuffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Okay, can we talk to him? Okay. Yeah, so these letters are written in blood? Yeah. Or since it's the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Donham's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. That's interesting. Yes, right. I presume you know, don't you? My man's name's written upside down. You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Oh boy. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Gumshoe, you're gonna be hit by the whip. Anyway.
She doesn't do it!
I think maybe she's just like... He's like charging up her whipping power. For later. Because maybe he just has too many... She needs to save her whipping power for later. She's conserving her energy for now, because Gumshoe needs to have a lot of hits.
Alright, fair enough.
There's only one logical explanation of this mystery. Miss Ellie Stoneham wrote these letters herself, in her own blood. You must be joking! That's impossible! From the writing on the victim's blood and the other clues up behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Stoneham's murder. At least that's a good theory on how the events took place, pal. What? Fine. So Miss Stoneham was killed here? If you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard of the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Buckeye? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer. No. Wait a second. The blood raining and all the other clues here. Someone cannot easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget. Thanks, Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned down. Right. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planned all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that.
They can fly. They're Max Galactica. Here you go. They flew.
I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of a crime, then I need to figure out what exactly it was Bikini actually saw. Alright. There's more to look at. A little lantern, a little statue. It's certainly quite a little garden. Oh. What is this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this word. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. The ice bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well, I douse my face only with the water in this. I'm getting kind of sleepy. Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Yeah, she'll wake you up. She'll wake you up more than any coffee could. Alright, tiny little thing. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. Apparently belonged to the victim. Miss Elise Donham. Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The end of the cord's found on both the victim and on this shard. That's exactly. Sounds to me like this This little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Alright, yeah, we need that for talking to Sister Bikini. Might have enough stuff for her, maybe. Oh yeah, here. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here, and it's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone. Got it? Okay, I'm gonna tell everyone, but okay. Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see? But gumshoe, this is not the time. I was so disappointed. I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Was the story meant to tell us something? Is that it? That's it. Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Okay. That was super helpful, Gumshoe. Thank you. Alright. So... go back this way. I think... we might have enough stuff for Bikini. Oh, something else is happening. It seems you have a visitor. Oh, is Edgeworth there? Oh, yeah, it's Iris and Edgeworth must be here. Mr. Wright! Iris, I'm really glad to see you. You don't manage to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, it's my fault. Someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Return to your temple then. See you later. Right. Wait, Edward, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, right. I can't allow you to come with. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Faye is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya! Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Oh man, poop in your cereal's followed. That's not... oh, that's a funny name. Welcome to the stream. We're trying to sell them order and also trying to save our friend from not being frozen to death. You know, it's fun. Also, I hear my dog barking like crazy at something. I don't think my microphone's picking it up, but I can hear it. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, there's no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Alright. We gotta go talk to Sister Bikini. Where is she? She in here? There she is. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My, hello you two. How are you doing? From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Venus was just here, you know? She was accompanied by that handsome, crimson-clad prince. You're talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my bag. Which Would you believe? What the heck? What happened to my sound? What the heck is happening? Why is it like that? What is going on with this? Okay, what if I do this? Okay. Hey, say something real quick.
Testing.
Okay, that's super weird. Okay, turn that thing off. That was really weird. It like for my the thing that had the audio. Oh, now it's gone. No, it's fine. Never mind. The music just went low. But you know how like when like sound recording, there's the bars and stuff that go up when you're if you're loud you go up higher. I don't know what the technical term for those are. But it was just like stopped. The bars were just stuck in place on one of my settings. Hopefully that wasn't like some weird sound for people watching. That would suck. Hopefully he doesn't do that. Yay! Alright. That's weird, because suddenly I heard this, I could hear the music and stuff in my headphones, which I couldn't do before. Because stupid audio stuff. Whatever, anyway. What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. Bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see, too, that your testimony wasn't made in vain. I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suit doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Oh, glare. Glare. Oh yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who have said that to me. Okay, how many people do we need to have to say this to you until you're satisfied? Can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those psych blocks of hers. Yep, we're gonna find out something crazy that you, Scott, have not the Scott in chat, the Scott in...
Me.
Yeah, you haven't figured out yet. That you've not thought about. Well, we're going to reveal the secret. All the secrets shall be revealed. Alright. Take that! Let's go. Alright. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donham has a special significance to this temple. As to why she has a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mr. Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Donham's true identity. Does it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Miss Donham had this charm with her at all times. Where did you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops.
Oops.
This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donham really was. This talisman and one other item, unequivocally prove Miss Donham's true identity. I think the other thing is it was before it got hit by the but yes. The painting little scared by Gray Vase saying at the moment. But this scroll shows the master of the crane channeling technique. The crest up top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Ah! This crest is reserved for the master of crane. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? You mean that Acolyte is Misty Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter has passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor. Misty! Oh. Strike!
Wow. That's a lot of lots.
Yep. So Miss Elise Donim was actually Mystic Misty. Dun dun dun. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? Crane talisman? It's a symbol of the Master Crane. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death. So Elise Donim was really Maya's mother, huh? Yeah. So that was Maya and Maya's mother.
Wow.
And she was murdered.
We thought she was already dead, though.
Well, she was just missing, as far as we know. Yeah.
Wow. How about let's just not tell Maya? Just lie to her. She wasn't anybody important. So your mom isn't dead now and murdered, and your sister also did get murdered right around you. And her mom and her sister was both murdered like right around her.
Yeah.
She was actually tried in the first game for her sister's death.
Yep.
Her sister's murder, remember?
Yep.
Yep. Crazy.
Yep. And the whole ending part of the first game had to do with Edgeworth's dad and the whole thing with Misty Fey stuff and why she went into hiding. All that fun jazz. She was Misty Fey, the master of the crane channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... Oh. What's happening? It can't be. Quake. Oh shit. Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might... The inner temple. The sacred cavern, the training hall, it might very well cleared in. Right? Maya!
Oh no.
It seems to have, passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go! Where? Temple, of course, what else? Mr. Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. I'm running along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Alright, good idea. Come on, then, Phoenix Wright. I won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. Gay. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Maybe? ...
Yeah, who cares about Maya? I'm worried about Edgy.
Come on, let's go. Does it answer? We've got to hurry to the inner temple and... Right. What are you doing here? How could I have? How would you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? No, I'm the one getting whipped. She's gone. No. The defendant. Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? Oh, fuck. That's a problem? So, it was just now, during the... Oh, right! Edward's scared of terrified of earthquakes.
Oh.
Because of what happened with his dad, they got stuck in the elevator. Because of the earthquake.
Oh, shaking?
Yeah.
Oh, it was an earthquake?
Yeah, there was an earthquake and it messed with the elevator, and that's why they got stuck in the elevator. Oh, gosh. Right, I forgot. It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes. I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? Phoenix, not right now. Yes, you're correct, but not. It's not therapy time, okay?
It is not.
It's not therapy time. That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to the side. We haven't seen her, and we need to get a manhunt underway now, and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? That would be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that Sacred Cavern might have caved in because of the quake. And you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation. Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to go to the training hall Sacred Cavern now. Alright, let's go. February 9th, Inner Temple Training Hall. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern hadn't caved in, but what we found? Something none of us could have ever expected.
More blocks.
More blocks! How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris, what did I tell you about putting locks on things? Don't do it! Iris!
Why is she here again?
I don't remember. I don't know. Iris, please tell me, what the hell is going on? Yeah, what is going on? Saving. Alright. More investigating. Inner Temple Training Hall. Right. Is this what Godo was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cabin was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped, and I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can undo the new locks? Yeah. Okay. But stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make in your current state. Go and get some rest. It's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. We'll handle the investigation in the garden and take care of things here. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here, see if I can help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. What the fuck is happening?
Exactly.
Why did you make
Answers now.
Yeah, give us the answers now. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I'm so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean technique. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you are the one who set these locks. I don't think it's that simple, Francesca Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And you wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably, because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if we went through every combination with each one, I could remove them, but it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day, if I had to guess. A whole day! Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now.
Okay, go have a talk with your sister or something. I don't know. Pass the time.
Yeah, you know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Oh? She says no. I know. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Alright. I don't think we have what we need for this, so... check out the garden? Edgeworth, how you feeling? You doing good, buddy? The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job. There is. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Well, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Hey, don't you dare run away. What do you want, Wright? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. having coughing fits? Take a drink of water. Alright. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Yeah, that whole case. Let's go with this. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance it's the actual scene of the crime. That's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? God damn it, Maya!
Wanting to kill your mom?
Maybe.
Wait a second. That's messed up. Really messed up.
I mean, Maya's aunt tried to frame her for murder, so...
That is true.
So I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No. Though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. Oh, that's good. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse, yeah. And that's how they got trapped in the elevator. Yes, I was stuck in that elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and my soul. It's been more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of this self-pity, okay? Alright. There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for her file? Yes, I checked every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before. 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. Can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be a crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was not of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. Neither did the case. No. That woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Uh-huh, sure. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Then do it. Can I? Okay, one of the biggest names in the world of law, I'm sure you'll agree. But for worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom. I know, I read all about it. It was the first time for the most of us, 2 novices, head to head. I can still remember how downhearted I felt after that trial ended the way it did. Wonder if Maya felt the same way too. Okay, so that didn't help. Okay. This way, I guess. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, go across the bridge. Dusky Bridge. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go back to the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Yeah, we do need to talk to our good old friend Larry. Oh, Mr. Nick! Oh, Pearl's here. Pearls, what are you doing here? Nothing. What about Mystic Man? Is she alright? Well, don't know yet. Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry, this is the loser shack where losers get together to lose themselves. Saying Pearls is a loser? How dare you? This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Lawrence did a picture of me. That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't you try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down. Oh, Mystic Mia. Alright.
Coming from who? Coming from who? Who said who let you down?
I think Lawrence is saying, or Larry is saying himself, I think. Because he's calling himself a loser.
Okay, that fits.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. Let's hear now. Pearl, two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with them? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls? I think it's really well drawn. I mean, she's a child, yeah. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See? Someone appreciates it. It's so getting the flames to look like that, you know? It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy. Oh, you're gonna make him sad. Yeah. No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night. But, Mr. Lawrence... Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase. I beg of you. I guess the picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, someone was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. Exactly like I drew in the picture. Exactly what you drew in the picture?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, look how he was laying when he saw what he saw.
Okay, assuming it wasn't the person flying over the bridge like he says in the testimony, if he's looking over the side of the bridge and he sees somebody flaming in the water, it doesn't make sense, because if they're sitting in the water, they wouldn't be on
No, they're
fire.
above the water.
Well, yeah.
So, it's upside down. The picture's upside down.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Because he was looking at the bridge upside down.
So he was hanging off of it?
Well,
how was he looking at the bridge upside down?
Because he was laying on his back where his head was facing the door of the shack. And when he heard something, because he said he heard something, he kind of lifted himself up, but he was looking back. He had his head back and looked at the bridge. So his head was upside down.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I wish it showed that picture again of him when it looked like when he woke up. I said I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. It looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Okay. It's probably gonna be a thing with the court in court. Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened? I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it really doesn't matter what I was doing. Does it, Mr. Nick? Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Stoneham's room reading a book together. But Miss Stoneham was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. So what exactly happened that night, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. Oh boy. Secrets. I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished. What are you talking about, Pearls? My spiritual power, it has disappeared. What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean by your powers have disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for?
I wonder what we're looking at you for.
Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at, Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick! You made a ride! That was really cool of you! What? Just as I thought, I'm going to have to break her cyclops to get the truth out of her. Okay.
I've been doing that a lot recently.
Yeah, okay. Look at this graffiti scrolled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess that kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art, sorts. The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. I guess it's pretty fitting. If you spent a night in this little freezing shack, you'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning. That's not what I wanted. I want to look at stuff still. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. Shut her. I've gotta think of the kittens. Think about kitties. These steps lead to the foot of Dusky Bridge. Coming down is a cinch, but going back up doesn't look like a walk in the park. I don't understand why rivers always want to float downstream, not up. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it's a really strong current, and they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast flowing. I was dead lucky. I'm lucky not to be dead. Wait, no, let's not. Look at this. That's the ski bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you can see it from so far away. They're supposedly saw everything through the shack's window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above. Okay. Anything else to look at? Okay. So I don't think we have what we would need for... I don't think we have what we need for Pearl yet. Let's go to the gate. See if we can talk to Sister Bikini. Wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together or something. But Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Alright, nope. Well, what's the damage? How is the secret cabin? It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. Yeah, now there's more locks. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern. But who could have done that? Only people who know how to set those locks are those of the Korean tradition. We have Iris at the Secret Cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about, Miss Sister Bikini. Oh yes, we were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Crane disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Faye suddenly appeared at this temple. It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise, Mystic Misty, arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the Master, she said, "Someone is trying to destroy the Crane tradition's main family line. I am here to put a stop to them." Ooh, spooky. Someone's trying to destroy the main family line? You mean her sister? There is only one heir to the title of Master at any time. It's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new Master of Crane, and her daughters, the main family. All other mediums become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. Is the power of the Master worth as much bloodshed? Apparently so. You believe the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know his power is real. Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask to Mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial too. Thanks to Maya, Maya's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. The Korean technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to communicate with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Oh, you're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake. A mistake? One mistake. It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is? I'm sure the record still exists if you're interested. Looked up, of course. It's called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file. The DL6 incident. I knew it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of the certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Korean tradition completely openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Korean village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished. Well, everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Korean tradition is starting to recover at last. With a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? Alright, random feud. The spiritual power of the Korean channeling technique is in the blood. Maya's told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of the Fate clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because of the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the woman in the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline seems stemmed directly from Mystic Ami. Ami, whatever. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes new master. And the one who doesn't becomes branch families, right? That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Maya. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Maya? Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And she lost her life. As a result. Do you know what Mystic Maya is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Maya got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too, and Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the Master C from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Crane Village. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? But Iris is... Mystic Morgan's daughter. Dun dun dun!
Iris?
Iris
No.
is what? Is she
No.
kidding me? Iris Morgan Faye's daughter? Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Oops, I thought you already knew. Sounded like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yes, Pearls. Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child. You Jess, that child, she's Mystic Morgan's. I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes, ever since she was found to be co-conspirator in a murder case last year. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. Wait, what? The 3? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. What? The twin sister? Oh, did you know it all happened 20 years ago? After clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Crane's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried. That's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. Unbelievable. If Iris had a twin sister, could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls? It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. but this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask some more questions. Get some more info. Alright. I think... Well, let's go to the courtyard. I think maybe Gumshoe's here. But yes, unfortunately it is true. Plot twist. She has a twin sister! But it's a bit more complicated than that. Scott?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm sure it is more complicated, but we needed to make her look like Phoenix's ex in order to bait him here to start the plot, because plot things.
Yeah, plot things. Anyway. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? I'm sure. Why is he...
He must be happy. Maybe Von Karma announced her retirement or removal or something.
I don't know. No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Gray. Whoop! I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. Investigators investigate for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Uh-huh. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Oh, is that the tune that he's singing it in reggae? Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who? Me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So, what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. Real murder weapon? That Bob Sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here. I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. Mm-hmm. Definitely not. A letter? Oh, investigation. So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal. But I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. They're taking that blood writing on the lantern pretty seriously back in HQ. What? You mean? I don't have the details, pal. All I know is, you don't find Maya down in the sacred cavern. We're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me. I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot? What do you mean by that? What about that letter you found? Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting my gut here trying to find the murder weapon. All I found is some burn-up old letter. Burn-up old letter? Yeah, it was in the incinerator right outside the Inner Temple. Gumshoe? Gumshoe. That's what you call evidence. Evidence.
I don't know. I like his tune. No motive, no crime. There you go.
No motive, no crime. The incinerator. I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the day of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. There's no relation to the case. Yeah. Totally not related to the case. Totally. Spirit mediums.
I don't think I'm sure with no evidence if it smacked him in the face.
Yeah. It's gonna be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I better give it a good look over and some serious thought. Be sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal. Be careful. Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is, she is our owl. The whole here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is burned, tell anyone about this letter. Bravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Okay. That last line sounds good.
Yes, vengeance is always nice. And fire in Hades.
Yeah.
Pleasant verbiage.
So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the Shuchitsuto that was found veiled in the victim's body. The surgeon proved that in the court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah, man, it's tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feathers of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? What's the secret weapon of yours? You wanna know? You've gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright. Murder weapon was sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal. Right? Any questions so far? No, Professor Gumshoe. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector! Like the one that we used to find out that Mr. Von Karma had a bullet in her shoulder. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you wanna give scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It's pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I have Detective Gumshoe out or not? Yes, absolutely. Come on, pal, it's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright then, guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. So sensitive, you can make it cry. It's so high-tech, you can skydive off of it. What? Oh, bother. So now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon's around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's what we're trying to find out. Right. First, start the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detector signals bouncing off something metallic. Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good look-see, pal. When it happens, press the enter to give the area a good hard stare. This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight, too. Take a good look at everything and everything. Looks suspicious, okay? Okay. Alright, yeah, it's gonna go off. This looks like a wallet? That's weird.
Oh my god, he dropped his wallet.
Gumshoe, you don't even have anything in your wallet. Why do you even have one?
You're right.
Is it yours, detective? I'm always dropping it, so I put a bell on it. But you still dropped it anyway. Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. Wallet is completely empty. Well, I dropped it all the time, so I don't put money in it anymore. That's totally the reason why there's no money in it. And how come the metal detector picked it up? That's because of the bell, I guess. Must be an old panhandle or something. How do you know that? Huh? What? That was my nickname in junior high. What? I didn't have much money back then, pal. I used to bum stuff off the other kids sometimes, so they called me Panhandler. Panhandler, huh? I can see that. Thinking back, I think I have a nice memory now. Odd. This one's made of plastic. It says bikini number 1 on the side. Maybe there's something under it. Hey, what's this? Hey, a badge?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Gumshoe! Do you need to put bells on everything you own?
Hey, if we're lucky, maybe we'll find Gumshoe's brain soon.
Maybe we'll find him a decent paycheck. Oh my god. I've been hunting high and low for that. It's yours, detective? That thing's priceless to a guy like me, pal. A cop can't be a cop without his badge. I'm sure glad I put that diamond there now. You don't have any money in your wallet, but you put a dime with your badge. Wait. How did you manage to drop your badge here, of all places? I know, I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and... Stop right there. I don't need to hear any more. Why were you playing with the sled? Looks like there's something round buried in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal. Huh? What is it? It's a trap. People set them out to catch us detectives. Did you... Gumshoe? Did you step in the animal trap? Did you get caught in the animal trap? A trap? For detectives? You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? Yeah, those! I got my finger caught in one of those once. Oh my god. Your finger? It was this bit of cheese. It was so tasty. I reached out. And then, bam. Oh my god.
Do we ever know if Maggie Bird and Gumshoe ever got together?
I don't think they did.
Poor Gumshoe.
Plus I think Gumshoe's a lot older than her.
Gotcha.
I would guess. But I don't know. But Gumshoes make me laugh too hard. Oh god. I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. Alright, so it was an animal trap. What's this? A pen? Hey! Gumshoes, stop dropping things. Huh? Is yours? Yeah, my old man gave it to me when I was qualified as a detective. Told me it'd be good for sticking on suspects' faces. That makes you detectives sound really nasty. It's my dream to stick it in your face one day, right? Then don't go losing it! Okay. I'm just looking at shit. This is Miss Donham's staff, isn't it? Scientific speak in there, usually made of wood. The detector is reacting to it. Yeah, but if you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the... The top is coming off! Look what you've done! You've damaged a really important piece of evidence! Ah! That's a sword inside the staff. Is this... Could it be the murder weapon? I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. Ain't all this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword. Or else the victim would have stabbed their own foot. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. The real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden. And why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? No one. The police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. You discovered it.
Yeah, it's him, totally.
Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. And I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? Nope, no. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Good job, pal. It's about the same length as the Shito, too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know. You're going to get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh? That's so. Look, Maya's trapped inside the secret cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think... Maya's been Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. Sure. I'm kinda free in there. Okay, just stop with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick, let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it, didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff. You got it? Okay. Now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry. She'll be fine. I'm sure. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh? Sure. Thanks. And we're probably gonna be paying for it.
I mean, he doesn't have any money.
Yeah. Okay. So it's probably gonna be important about the fact that only me and Gumshoe know about the staff being a sword. I can't help but wonder though, what was Elise Stoneham doing with a staff like this in the first place? But clearly someone was out to get her, so maybe she wanted a little bit of protection. You know, that seems pretty fair. Okay, so we still have Iris and we still have Pearl. That's, not telling us things. So we have this. We have an evidence. So we have the note. Bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is Blank. She is our owl. The whole blank. This picture of her, use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is blank, burn the blank. Also make blank tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master on the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Okay. I might go try and see if we can get through to her. No. Okay. Let's see. Night of the crime. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing out that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim to be that to be the truth? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Okay. Bikini. Talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini. Our testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back leg sagged up violently, so I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left about 9:40 p.m. I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you. Huh? No, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say didn't add up with this. Her testimony? Yeah, rang out bells at 10 p.m. Yeah, her own testimony. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said that you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have, me. Who's that? Me. Sarai. We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right. I remember. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible. Possible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. Hold on. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me. Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me. Okay, wait. I think we have to go talk to Edgeworth. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Move. Go to the garden. Edgeworth. What? Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to show. This. Hey, Edgeworth, did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? What? Twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. Okay, there we go. That's all we need. It was my first court case, 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Fallis, right? You know about that case. You're not the only one who knows something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Maya's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Fallis conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh, and this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. So after Terry Fallis died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right, I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Maya Fey. Maya Fey, Maya Fey. I think somebody's a little angry. At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, Wright, and for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead. And when someone is dead, there's no way to revive them. There's no way to revive the dead?
There is. There is a way to revive the dead.
Yeah.
For short periods of time. For short periods of time.
I think there might be a way to do that. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Karain channeling technique. Did you say Karain channeling technique? Did you know something about it? Oh, yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Oh, yeah. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. God, everybody's having flashbacks. Jesus Christ. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of a channeling school. Whoop, I knocked something over. Oh well. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Go to the police records room. It's all there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. Yeah, I know, Edgeworth. I know. How could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case.
I'm sure he hasn't forgotten.
Edgeworth, you'll understand someday, and then you'll see that the Karain channeling technique is real. Alright, so we did get something from him because of that. Yeah, we got her. Okay, we got her profile. Okay, let's go back to the, here you go. Yeah. Okay, Do this again. Okay. This person saw you. And then your own testimony. Boo. Is it that shit? Okay. There were two of you. Okay. Delia Hawthorne. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? Ah, that's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. Not really impressive. She tried to frame me for murder. Because she couldn't kill me. Then she killed somebody else, and then she framed me for murder. Anyway, but she's no longer... Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you, who was here at the temple on the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, training ground of the Korean channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Alright. Alright. I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew it was my sister. Dahlia. The other half of me who passed away last month, just as I suspected. Iris, a sister became saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. Excuse me? And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way. What is she talking about? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? What was the start of it all? That's what started her down a twisted path.
"11 years ago. She looks like she's like 20.
She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her. Why did you betray her, Iris? It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? But I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful. But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on our father. Revenge? What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Faye. Our mother was the eldest daughter in the main branch of the Mayfair family. The May family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power. But his plan backfired, because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Crane. That would be Misty Fey, Mia's mother. But before long, the credibility of the Korean tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Misty Fey, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After what happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive, and that he had no reason to stay there. And that's when he came here to Hazakura Temple? Yes, the woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see? Oh, and I haven't seen my mother since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her, being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. Oh, hi. I have asked her everything I can in my capability as a prosecutor. This incident. Everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fae clan. That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student? Have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts. Great. I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There's still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you. I suppose I better continue with my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearls. Pearls Psych Lock. Oh boy. Alright. To the bridge. And Heavenly Hall. Alright, Pearly. You better tell us. Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick. Ha, you're too late, Nick. Came here for one of our potatoes. We've already polished them all off. I think I pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Alright, let me save first. What am I doing? Night of the crime. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Stoneham's room, reading a book together, correct? Yes, I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end. You didn't go? No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous. So Pearls never went to this Adonam's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? I think so. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? The next question is, what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Okay. You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. Does it have to do with this? Hold on. Yeah, it is. Because kind of, maybe not always the sharpest tool in the shed, gravely roasts the master in the fires of Hades. Gravely. Gravy?
Gravely?
Roast the master. Like a picture. Okay, no. Okay. Maybe just put okay. Two-way, okay, so you worried about Mayo? It was Mayo, wasn't it? You knew the training Mayo was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was a special course. I signed up for your special course. My, quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you come on with those you channeled. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple. The more clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple? It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock. Until after 10? How did you know what time it was? Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out. She heard the lights out bell. The Hazakura Temple bell is pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell? Huh? Oh, I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. The note. Okay, here we go. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper? Where did you... In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls? You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm just listening to Karen Navy. These instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls. For me? No! As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who is it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was... Dahlia. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions. So she never knew she had older sisters. At all.
Right.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. Or that Iris is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you've never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow?
But it was her mom.
It said somebody she respected. No, that's not right. Okay. Must have had a load of faith that I would follow their instructions to a T. I had a lot of faith in you, Mr. Nick. Okay, no, so I was wrong. Okay, so it's,
That's not right.
Iris. It has to be Iris. Or would it be her mom? It might, actually, yeah, it might be her mom. Pearls. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you, that's why. How did you? I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Alright, Pearls. It's time you started telling me the truth. Mr. Nick. Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child. Huh? If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof. What? Because I don't think you have any. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you. I knew it. However, I do know that whoever did it was a child. Huh? You know that? It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. Simple mistake? What do you mean by that? I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given, but you misunderstood some of the words. This is the evidence that proves it. The poster, the scroll. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it? What would I do something like that? Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring your vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read those words. The words gravely and roast among others, right? How did you know that? Remember the conversation you had with Miss Donim on the night of the murder? Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. Sure, Miss Nonam taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sounded like gravy to me. Gravy sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food. That's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. To be honest, I did think it was a little strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a tiny bit. I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked me of me. Such a simple thing, but I couldn't even do it right. After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy. The gravy? I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master of Green, like it said in the letter. I see, and then? Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow, so I went to the inner temple, the guest area. Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over. Why didn't you go to the training hall? Because Mystic Mia's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then Charles, did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happens. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple. Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator, and then I heated up the leftover gravy and let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too. That's not the same. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. Oh, lost her powers. It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring. So you channeled Delilah Hawthorne's spirit? No, I tried, but I couldn't do it. You couldn't do it? I never feel that channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried, and I tried, and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it. It's all right to get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that. So she never managed to channel a spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yes, I don't know what to do. Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? That there wasn't a spirit to channel.
Because she was already being channeled.
That too. Or she's not dead. Something like that. One of those two options.
That's also true. It was one of those two, yeah.
One of those two options. She was already being channeled, or she was alive.
How could she not be dead then? But how is she not executed? She walk up to the guard or something who was in charge of her when she's on death row and
it's
go,
either one
"Please
of
don't
those two
execute me."
options.
Yeah, I really want to know what's going on here.
Yeah. Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? I suppose oh yeah, okay. There's only one other possibility. It's not very likely, though. Could you please tell me what it is, anyway? It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Someone else? What do you mean? Well, there's only one of each spirit, right? Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Uh-huh. You sure about that? Larry?
Yeah, he's definitely the person to be saying that.
Mm-hmm. Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could? Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne? I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. Her final wish? Yes, this letter? This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully. This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it. My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary. Yeah, I know, Pearls. I visit her every month, and last month she told me... The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at her home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now, listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much. Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right? Including try to frame their cousins so that they could be the head of the family. She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I had to help her. I mean, Mr. B is part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her, too. Totally! Yeah! That's right. Isn't it, Mr. Nick? It's gotta be right. I guess so. Yeah. They have a picture with her letter, too. A picture of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time, pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before. That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already? Ooh. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out. You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mr. Mayo will be alright. So I'm guessing
She doesn't know.
she got executed. Fine. So I'm sure Mr. Mayo will be alright. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Ha. Good-o. Finally figured out, have you, Trey? You finally realize how terrible of a crime being painfully obvious is. Oblivious is. Good-o. Yeah, just the secret cabin looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I guess she's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. That's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Fey isn't coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Trey. Just like it was your job to protect my Fey. Two sisters, caught up in the worst circumstances. I realize that, but... And you were the only one who was by their side. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. What did I just say, Trey? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all. Mr. Nick? Is what that man just said is true? I'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick. Yeah. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better than that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the Maid family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, Master Seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time. So, if you maybe couldn't guess, the plan was, have Pearl bring up the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. And, yeah, Dahlia was going to maybe kill Maya. It's just me.
What? Why would she do something like that? That just sounds mean. That sounds mean. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I don't know, just a hunch. Just a theory. A game theory.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So the question is, do you want to keep playing? Or should we wait till next week?
How long would we be going if we keep
I don't know. I don't know how long this section's going to last.
Let's end it then.
End it? Okay. We'll end early tonight.
Yeah, I gotta go shovel snow.
Okay, fun.
No, it's not fun. How dare you say it's fun?
It's fine.
I also have the salt stuff too, and I gotta clean off my car. And you know what? I gotta wake up at 5 in the morning and do it again.
Fine. Double the fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I gotta get my snow boots for tomorrow. That's gonna be fun and exciting. Let me tell you.
Exciting! New boots to wear. So fun. You have to change things up a little. Different shoes.
Yep, yep.
Oh man.
I really do want to know what's going on here, though. It's slightly making me upset, just a little bit.
uh,
Especially since it seems that Maya or Pearls unknowingly assisted in the murder of their own mom.
yeah.
That's evil. That's like, I'm gonna make you kill your own mom.
Yep.
That's bad.
Yep.
All right, time to get out the snow shovel. Catch you later.
All right. See you later. And go with that. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo. Oh, right. That's gonna be end for tonight. Let me double save that, make sure it's extra saved. That's gonna be end for the stream tonight. Thanks for the 2 new followers. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Scott Malkison 13 and Poop in Your Cereal. Thank you for the follows. So hopefully we'll probably next week we will be actually doing the trial part. I don't know how long the trial part actually is, but we'll probably make up some time extra too to just talk about the series as a whole and stuff like that. So even if the trial part isn't as long as like 3 hours as today was, we'll still make some more time, ad lib it a bit, that'll be exciting. So I will see you next week, Friday, next Friday. Hopefully, as long as stupid freaking work schedule gets fixed, because they scheduled me on Friday, even though I told them when I got hired, I can't work on Fridays. That's the only thing in particular, and they mess it up. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it. Have a good night. Bye. See you next week. Bye.